I'll give this another shot. Attempted to do a news thing earlier and I got sidetracked by trying to figure out what the fuck everybody was all about Sleep Token for. Went nowhere. Okay, let's see. So metal news today. It's Friday. This will be the second episode. I'm Ryan Mear. Welcome to me talking about metal. A lot of which, I know about a lot of metal, a lot of old metal, new stuff. I'm learning. There's a whole shitload of bands I don't know. So I'm going to touch on things I do know and some things I'm not super familiar with. But this is, first thing up, Kiko Loureiro says he chose freedom and family when he left Megadeth. I did check out, Rockfeed had an episode on Kiko. Rockfeed's very good, by the way. And this article, I think what it's talking about, he's played with Megadeth for about 10 years, I think. And then Megadeth put out a thing saying that he's on hiatus and they're all about he can take whatever time he needs, blah, blah, blah. Basically, Kiko came on a recent appearance on the Amplifica podcast hosted by his former Angra bandmate, Raphael Bittencourt. Loureiro said he chose to leave the band because he wants to spend more time with his family and that he also needs freedom. Megadeth and Mustaine are saying that it's an extended hiatus and Timo is going to remain with the band. He's basically the new member. I don't know why he won't say that Kiko left, but whatever the case is, it doesn't look like he's coming back. Family is more important to him, which is cool. I know he mentioned that he almost met the birth of one of his children because he's on tour with Megadeth. Pretty much doesn't want that to happen again. So good for you, Kiko. His replacement is Timo Montisari, Winter Sun guitarist, who is awesome. I saw him play with Megadeth here in town. And whatever. Anytime a member leaves a band, there's all this bullshit of what happened, why did it happen, and all this stuff. And they put out a statement that's general and just broad enough to make you go, what? And then eventually find out what happened. So I don't know why bands do that. Same shit with Slipknot. A band member leaves, they put out a thing, then they delete it. Like, just fucking say you fired him. Or whatever. I don't know, dude. You make people speculate and then you got to talk about what they're speculating about. Just fucking say what's going on. Whatever. Good for you, Kiko. Do what you got to do. Let's see. What's this about? Machine Head and Fear Factory announced 2024 North American tour. A couple of bands I have not listened to a lot, but what I've heard, I like. Fear Factory, music's good. Singer, I'm not too super into. Machine Head, most of their shit's pretty good. They're always a heavier and more thrashier than I remember them being the last time I heard them. It's weird. Every time it's like that. San Francisco Bay Area metalers Machine Head have announced leg one of their Slaughter the Martyr North America 2024 tour, foregoing their An Evening With format for the first time in a decade. Machine Head will have Los Angeles Cyber Metal Masters Fear Factory and Sweden's Orbit Culture and Louisville, Kentucky's Gates to Hell in tow, guaranteeing your 2024 starts off as heavy as humanly possible. That's cool, man. I saw Orbit Culture in Fort Wayne at Pierre's, and they were really good. First I heard of them, first I heard the band, and they were pretty kick-ass, man. They were there with In Flames, Vended, and Fit for an Autopsy. All kick-ass bands, dude. It was a great night. I took Elliot there as his first concert. All right. Slaughter the Martyr North America 2024 will kick off with a hometown show for Machine Head. It's their first time in San Francisco since 2020. So kicking off San Francisco, Dino Cazares from Fear Factory says, we're honored to be touring with the mighty Machine Head. Came up in the metal scene together, and both bands have stamped their mark on modern metal. Plus, Rob has been a good friend of mine for close to 30 years. That's cool, man. Orbit Culture says it's such an honor for us to be going on tour with Machine Head and Fear Factory. Gates to Hell. Machine Head is one of the bands that inspired Gates to Hell. Their personal favorite to several of us. Out of all the tours we've had the opportunity to be a part of over the past year, this is definitely the one we've been most excited for. That's cool, dude. Good for you guys. So here's your dates. There's a fucking lot. It's like January and February are pretty stacked. Northwest, up into Canada, Midwest, East Coast, and down to Florida and back over to Arizona and back to California. So you can probably get a ticket if you want to see somebody somewhere. Where are they playing around me? Chicago, Concord Music Hall, January 31st. Matt Cameron, drummer for Soundgarden, on the final Soundgarden songs. Everything is on hold right now. Drummer Matt Cameron says that Soundgarden are still in the middle of a dispute with the estate about their final recordings with Chris Cornell. He's confirmed Pearl Jam's new album is in the can, mastered, mixed, ready to go. So Matt Cameron played for Soundgarden, and he plays for Pearl Jam now. And it's this guy right here. Despite Soundgarden reaching an amicable out-of-court resolution with Vicky Cornell in April with regards to the band's final songs with Chris Cornell, drummer Matt Cameron said they are currently still in the middle of a dispute with the estate. Man, can't go into details. That sucks. This update from Matt follows a joint statement between Soundgarden and Vicky Cornell on behalf of the estate of Chris Cornell earlier in the year, which it was announced that a reconciliation between the two would allow Soundgarden fans around the world to hear the final songs. But apparently she wants more money? I don't know. She didn't write the fucking songs. Chris did, and he was with Soundgarden, so whatever. Death Rider in the House of Vampires. What is this, you ask? This is... In the Wild West, the mysterious Death Rider enters a dangerous vampire sanctuary where the price of admission is one female virgin. Death Rider in the House of Vampires. This is a new film by Glenn Danzig. He's a writer and director. Danzig fronted Misfits, the punk band, and Samhain, and Danzig. Is this the fucking movie? Maybe this is going to be awesome. This is hilarious already.
Rider. That's it.
Name's Death Rider.
Drink it. Yeah!
There's Danzig. Bad Bathory. Oh my god, dude. This is fucking hilarious. The name's Rider. Death Rider. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Here's a band I learned about recently called Sylosis. And Sylosis streams live performance of Pariahs. Right on. A couple months after the release of their latest album, A Sign of Things to Come, Sylosis released a new live video featuring their performance of Pariahs, filmed during their most recent show in London on the Malicious Intent tour with Malevolence. All these guys are so violent. The video highlights all the intensity behind the band's live show. Let's check it out. Pretty good stuff. Pretty heavy. I like it. Pretty cool band, man. Check them out. Sylosis. Let's see what's up here. Hellfest. Infernopolis. Metallica, Foo Fighters, Avenged Sevenfold, Machine Head, Queens of Stone Age, Offspring, Dropkick Murphys, Saxon, The Prodigy, Clisson, France, 27 to 30 June 2024. See if there's any bands we recognize. There's Baby Metal. Don't know what that says. Gold. Also got Machine Head. Cool. Tom Morello. Okay. Fear Factory. Right on. Prodigy. Shaka Punk. That's a cool name. Steel Panther. Well, yeah. Lofofora. Wargasm's in there. Heard about them recently. Body Count. Interesting. Biohazard 311. Like them. Not metal. Corrosion of Conformity. That would be cool to see. Fu Manchu's actually not bad either. There's so many of these I don't know. Acacia Strain. Metallica. Mass Hysteria. No idea. Extreme. What the fuck, dude? No. Mammoth. K. Blackstone Cherry. Dead Daisies. Saxon Dickinson. Except old school metal. Yngwie Malmsteen. Stratovarius. Suicidal Tendencies. Interesting. Interrupters and Necromantics. The Dead Krasukis. Mr. Bungle. That would be something to see. Julie Christmas. Can't read it. Nile Cataclysm with a K. 2 Ks. Sanguisuabugabog. Corpiclani. Skyclad. Corvus Corax. Scumold. Hrafgrimmer. Fungrimmer. Right on. Foo Fighters. Wonder if they'll play like any metal songs. Hellfest is. I guess it's not. Foo Fighters. Queens of the Stone Age. Offspring. Corey Taylor. Right on. Okay. Still. Simple Plan. Cocksparrer. Show me the body. Scowl. That's the most ridiculous one I think I've read. Rise of the Sun. Crosses. If your name is this, but you have to like put in parentheses what your name's called, then you should probably just call it Crosses. I Am Morbid. You can also call yourselves Literal Interpretation. The Black Dahlia Murder. Sweet. Timu Border. Timat Batushka. Where is this again? Please tell in France. So, I don't know. If you're in France, have a ball. Looks like it's going to be a big ordeal, man. Those lights are really cool. This last one is just because I saw the name somewhere and I wanted to look up what it was. The band's called Pupil Slicer. There's an interview here, Heavy Music HQ, which covers a lot of bands I never heard of, so it's probably a little more in depth, and it's into the subgenres more than I ever probably go. But Pupil Slicer sounded pretty interesting, man. It's this week we're shining the Meet the Band spotlight on the UK mathcore trio Pupil Slicer. Their debut album is Mear. Vocalist, guitarist Kate Davies, bassist Luke Fabian, and drummer Josh Andrews introduce us to their band. So check out that. There is a song to listen to. I'm curious, just because the name is cool. Wow. I'm going to sneak on over here and see what this sounds like. Right on. That's interesting. So there you go. If you like that, check out Pupil Slicer. It's the image it conjures more than I don't even like saying it. Pupil Slicer. It's just a weird thing to say. But, whatever. Let's go off of this here and see what it throws out. So there's Spirit Box, which I dig. Led Zeppelin, Temper, Cannibal Corpse. What's Grove Street? New metal? So far, so good. Well, I kind of dig it, man. It's kind of what I expected. I said new metal, and that's where we're at. But it's a little more along the lines like Biohazard. As a callback to the Sugar Hill Gang, and like the first, the song's called The Message, like one of the first fucking rap songs to ever do any big. I like it, man. Here's why I like it. The guitars aren't all sludged up to insane amounts. You can hear what's going on. It's actually clear, which is kind of nice. And I like the style. The riffs and stuff are cool. And his vocals, fuck it, man. It's just screamy, yelly, new metal vocals. I like that. Grove Street. All right. That's cool. Nice little surprise. That's all for today. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. See ya.